Hey people, Aman here. So, have you ever thought about how you get your weather data? Like, how does Google get the information about your city and then it sends you the data, it gives you temperature and if it's gonna rain or stuff. So, have you ever wanted to make a Python app for that? So, in this tutorial series, we'll be learning about how to make a Python app. For that, we'll be also be learning about APIs and API keys and how they work, how you can make a request onto a website and you can then interpret that request into JSON format. So it's not gonna be a single video, it's gonna be a series, maybe 2 or 3 videos to cover the whole thing. So let's just start by giving you a demo about how this works. So I have made a file named trial.py and we'll just run it. Enter city name, we'll just put Mumbai for now, and the temperature in Mumbai is 27.830004 degrees Celsius. The atmospheric pressure is given in pascals, I believe. The humidity is 82% and there should be moderate rain. We could try one more. Let's try Ahmedabad. I hope I spelled that right, otherwise you guys are gonna be mad. And okay, so in Ahmedabad right now it's 30 degrees, atmospheric pressure is 998, humidity is 73, and there should be moderate rain. Let's try New York. I don't know if that works, but let's try New York. And yeah, it does work. So in New York, the temperature right now is 20 degrees, and there should be light rain. I mean, it's the monsoon season, so that makes sense. So, okay, what do you need to make this application? Obviously, you need, so you come to this website name openweathermap.org. I shall provide that in the description. And you need to come here on this website and you need to make an account. So we can do that by going into sign in. And when we go into sign in, and yeah, okay, so there should be an option to create an account. You click that. I already have an account, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll just input the email and so yeah, you just make an account, then you go to the API section right here on the top of the screen. You go to the API and now there's a bunch of options here. So I have the current weather data API plan. It just gives you the current weather forecast for right now. There's there's the hourly forecast for 4 days. I mean, you could have that, but it's not that much useful in case like if you want a forecast for the last 4 days. There's one call API. Sorry. Uh, I like this new API for some reason. It allows you a lot more API calls. What do I mean by API calls? So it just gives you a code and you use that code to get information about city. For example, I put my API code and then I put Ahmedabad. So you send those two informations and you send that to the server, to this Open Weather Map server, and then they give you back a URL, and that URL has a bunch of information. I'll just show you. I shouldn't be showing my API. So this is my API code. Everyone gets a different API code. If you have the same API code, then there is something wrong with the website. So we'll just copy this website, and so it's basically a multi-step process. So you copy the website, and after the question mark, we put the app ID, or yeah, app ID. Yes, makes sense. So we just put the app ID here, copy, paste. Then we put our API key. So this is our API key, copy, paste, and then we put the query. So that's a and q equals, it just means and a question mark, and we can just put any name. Let's just put Delhi. Yes, and so this is what the Python app is really doing. It's just sending this URL, and so the coordinates of Delhi is longitude 77.22 and latitude is this. The weather is cloudy, description broken clouds, base station mean, that's just extra stuff. So temperature here is given in 307.54, that's in Kelvin. It's a Kelvin scale. You can just convert it into Celsius by subtracting 273. Minimum temperature, temperature maximum for today, the pressure, humidity, sea level, ground level, visibility. You can use that too. There's wind level. The wind speed is 2.69. I believe that's in kilometers per hour. The degree 92. So that is the degree of elevation. That is the degree of elevation, not the actual temperature degree. The clouds are all, and there's a bunch of extra stuff. The sunrise happens at this value. Now, what do you mean? What is 1597537262? That's Unix time. We have talked about Unix time before, and you can just check that video. I'm sure I'll keep a link for that. There's the time zone ID, and then there's the Delhi code. And COD code, this is 200. 200 means all okay. You must have heard about 404, error not found. So if the code were 404, that means it couldn't find about the city. We can actually simulate that. We can just misspell Delhi, and yeah, city not found, error 404, city not found. If you just happen to misspell a city, that happens. Let's put Ahmedabad, and this is the weather for Ahmedabad. And so all Python does is it just takes all of this information and it divides it up, and it just sends you that information to the user. Now how you use this information is entirely up to you. Okay, we went a little sidetracked. Back to the main thing. So how do you choose an API? So there are there's a bulk downloading API. So it gives you the entire weather forecast of a year, like of a place for like 1 year. So that is something if you want. There are weather alerts. So in case there's like an earthquake or something, that weather alert API would alert to you. There's a 3-hour forecast, and there's a climatic forecast for 30 days in case you were making a machine learning algorithm which needs the information from the past 1 year or 7 years or 30 days. You can use this API. For our purposes, we'll be just using the current weather data API. We'll click on subscribe, and it will show you the prices. I mean, free should work. Clearly, you don't need to pay 2000 US dollars per month, because we won't be making more than one call per minute. One call is known as, like, whenever you fire that link for one time, that counts as one call. So we can just click get API key, and if you are logged in and if everything works out, you are already signed in, you already have API. So you go inside the API keys, and here is your API key. If you need one more, you can just click generate, and oh yeah, you have to name it mark 1 generate creep. Yeah, so you have another API key for the same purpose. You can keep on generating API keys, so that's okay. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll learn about how to use API keys in a Python program and how to call the APIs. Any question, comments, drop them down in the comments. Obviously. I'll be more than happy to reply.